All right, let's get into it. Today, we are diving deep into one of the most talked about couples out there, Kylie Jenner and Timothée Chalamet. This whole thing starts with what seems like a pretty minor story about a grumpy birthday, but it quickly spirals into these wild rumors of a 9-figure contract. So the real question is, what are we actually looking at here? Is this a genuine Hollywood romance, or is it one of the boldest business deals we've ever seen?
So this quote right here, this is pretty much ground zero. It comes from an interview Timothée did himself. And, it sounds like just a funny little story, something you just brush past, but nope, the internet grabbed onto this and did not let go. For some, it was just a relatable moment. For others, it was a massive red flag.
And that brings us to our first stop, the birthday surprise. This is where a really thoughtful gift from Kylie ends up leading to a pretty weird public confession from Timothée.
Okay, so picture this. It's his birthday, December 27th. Kylie knows he's a huge fan of the movie Interstellar, apparently he's seen it more than 20 times. So she plans this amazing surprise, a private IMAX screening just for him. Pretty cool, right? Well, the problem was the 30-minute drive to get there. He had no idea where they were going, and he later admitted he was being grumpy and acting like an a-hole the whole time. He says he apologized the second he saw what the surprise was, but by that point, the story was out.
And of course, the internet had thoughts. A lot of them. Some people were like, come on, who doesn't get a little grumpy in LA traffic, even if it's your birthday? But others saw it completely differently. They called him ungrateful, even snobby. But here's the thing. What if this little argument wasn't just a simple spat? What if it was a tiny little hint of something much, much bigger going on behind the scenes?
Because this is where the story goes from a simple grumpy comment to a completely jaw-dropping rumor, one that mixes romance with some incredibly high-stakes business. And listen, we're not just talking about them planning a wedding. A claim went viral on X suggesting this is all a carefully planned business arrangement, a full-on marriage pact with some very specific and, let's just say, very profitable terms.
Which brings us to this number. The rumored value of this whole deal is $100 million. And let's be super clear here. That is not the wedding budget. No. That is the estimated net profit that the family supposedly expects to rake in from this whole thing.
So here's how the rumored deal is supposed to work. The mastermind? Reportedly, Kris Jenner. Who else? The plan is for the two of them to get married by the end of 2026. The wedding itself would be a huge televised special for the Kardashians, to really boost those ratings. In exchange for all this, Timothée would get a slice of the profits and a big endorsement deal with Kylie Cosmetics. It honestly sounds less like a marriage and more like a blockbuster movie production.
So, this is the big question, right? What are we really looking at? Is this a genuine romance between two massive global stars, or is it just an incredibly detailed PR campaign designed to make a ton of money?
It really feels like there are two completely different stories playing out. On one side, you have the official narrative. Sources say they're obsessed with each other, they're getting pizza, they're acting like a normal couple. But then you have the other side, these rumors that just won't go away, that say this is all business, a performance that's supposed to end with a massive, profitable TV event.
And for a lot of people watching this, a contract like this would pretty much be the smoking gun. Just like this fan said, if they actually cashed in on a TV wedding, it would definitely reassure them that this whole relationship was all about PR from day one.
But then again, there's the other side of the story. You have anonymous sources, supposedly close to the couple, who are pushing back hard. They're insisting that the relationship is real and that it's actually been really good for Timothée. They say that even with all the criticism, being with Kylie has helped him mature. It paints a picture of a real couple trying to make it work under this huge public microscope.
So, where do they go from here? With all these conflicting reports, these wild contract rumors, and these anonymous sources, what could possibly be next? The speculation is moving even faster than the relationship itself at this point.
And get this, the conversation is already moving past the wedding. Insiders are now claiming they're living together and that the talk has turned to starting a family. Sources are describing Kylie as baby crazy, and they say Timothée is totally on board, that he 100% wants to be a dad and is amazing with her two kids, Stormy and Air. The implication is that a baby announcement could be coming very soon. And even with all the rumors and the online hate, something is starting to shift. Some people are noticing that Kylie seems different with him, more relaxed, more natural. It's a big change for someone from such a famously tightly manufactured family. And it really does make you wonder if, underneath all of this noise, maybe there's a real connection there after all.
So as we wrap this up, we're left with the ultimate question. What is the next chapter for Timothée? Is it going to be a carefully produced multi-million-dollar TV special, or is it going to be the quiet start of a new family? Their story kind of forces us to ask a bigger question too. In the world of modern celebrity, can we even tell the difference between a love story and a business plan anymore?